Good morning. We are getting our first view of the Sea of Galilee. This is from our balcony, our hotel room. These are the reeds that they're talking about when they talk about reeds in the Bible. They're extremely tall.
This is the city gates. These are the walls of the city of Dan. That was up here on the northern end of Israel, close to the Syrian border. And this was the Jeroboam's throne here. So there was canopies where these two pilasters in the bottom were, and his throne would set up there, and he would judge the people and settle disputes as they entered the city. This is the ruins of the town of Caesarea Philippi. This was built during Herod Antipas's time, and it was this place where Jesus asked the disciples, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter said, "You are Christ, the Son of the living God." And that's when this cave that is right here at the base of this mountain. This is Mount Huron, where the snow was on, and right beside this cave there was Roman idol worship. You can see these niches here where these gods used to set in, and this cave was known as the gates of hell by the locals here. And that's when Jesus made the pronouncement that the gates of hell would not prevail. We're guessing the correlation was to idol worship here, and that he would be Lord of all and not these idols. Interesting that from here he went on to the Mount of Transfiguration right after this, and they assume that it was on Mount Hermon. That's we're at the base of it now, and that's the tallest mount around, so it's kind of the speculation. Detail work in these columns from the Romans is amazing after all these years of this thing been sitting out in the weather. Yeah, this is where the tribe of Dan came up here to the north to find land that was suitable. And they get a lot of snow melt from the mountain. It's the only place in Israel where it snows up here. So it is lush and green up here. And springs, some of these big springs up here feed the Jordan River. And this is another one of the large springs in the Dan region. All these springs feed the Jordan, so it's the Jordan, means the headwaters of the Jordan River, coming from the area of Dan. That's where the term Jordan River comes from, Jordan.
Well, no, I put my sunglasses on and won't be recognized.
We were going on a boat ride on the Sea of Galilee this afternoon. I think it's like an hour and a half long. In the distance over there, that is the city of Tiberias. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's where we stayed last night and tonight as well. Beautiful day out here today, wow.
My prayer for you is that you would sense God's presence in your life wherever the Lord might lead you. Wherever on this earth the Lord might take you from here once you've left this place. And that you would know that Jesus is in the boat with you. that he has experienced everything we've experienced. He's been tempted in every way, just as we are, so he can sympathize with us. He's a great high priest who can sympathize with us in every way.
Okay, so this side no luck, we do what Jesus did.
We were able to see a fishing boat that they had recovered from the Sea of Galilee, and this is dated back to the time of Jesus. After that, we went to the town of Magdala, and this has just been a recent discovery of this town. We were able to see tile that was on the floor of the synagogue that they uncovered, or the foundation of the synagogue they uncovered. And later on you'll see there are 3 pits that they uncovered that they have 2 theories. One being that they were used to keep fish in to sell, and the other one being that it possibly could have been used to dye cloth purple. In the same archaeological dig, they also uncovered 2 purification pools, and they found that the spring water from the nearby mountain flowed down into these pools. From there we went to Capernaum, which is the place where Jesus healed Peter's mother-in-law, and they have uncovered a foundation of a house there, as well as a synagogue which does not date back to the time of Jesus, but it was built later on.
Sandra in the Sea of Galilee. This one wasn't quite as easy to get into. It's all rocks here.